The wait is officially over, football fans. Welcome back to Total Football Nexus. Today, the football world stands still as Brazil's head coach Carlo Ancelotti has just dropped his definitive 26-man squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The headlines are absolutely massive. At 34 years old, after fighting through career-threatening injuries, the King is back. Neymar Jr. is officially locked in for what could be his ultimate tournament. But before we unpack this star-studded roster position by position, I have a massive brain teaser for the Nexus family. We all know Pele's legendary status, but besides Pele and Ronaldo Nazario, can you name the only other Brazilian player to score in 3 different World Cup editions? Think about it carefully, drop your guesses in the comments right now, and stick around until the very end of the video to see if you're a true football tactical expert. Let's start where all great championship teams are built, in goal. Ancelotti is taking absolutely no chances here, bringing 3 world-class shot stoppers. First up, Alisson Becker from Liverpool. This will be Alisson's 3rd consecutive World Cup, after starting in 2018 and 2022. He will most likely remain Ancelotti's #1 choice due to his unmatched 1v1 blocking ability. Next is Ederson. He brings his elite, revolutionary ball distribution. Depending on whether he plays for Manchester City or switches to Fenerbahce, he's entering his 3rd World Cup tournament as well, providing the perfect ball-playing goalkeeper alternative if Brazil needs to break a heavy high press. Rounding out the trio is the veteran Weverton from Palmeiras. At 38 years old, this is his 2nd World Cup. He's the ultimate locker room leader and a penalty specialist if things get desperate in the knockout stages. Moving into the defense, Ancelotti has selected 9 players, balancing rigid European tactical discipline with aggressive, overlapping South American wingbacks. Let's look at the central defensive partnerships first. Marquinhos from PSG is back for his 3rd World Cup. He is the defensive anchor and the on-field captain. Beside him, expect Arsenal's Gabriel Magalhaes to earn his very first World Cup start. Gabriel brings incredible aerial dominance and physical aggression. Backing them up are Juventus's Gleison Bremer, making his 2nd World Cup appearance, and the highly physical Roger Ibanez from Al Ahly, alongside Flamengo's reliable Leo Pereira, both experiencing the World Cup stage for the very first time. Now look at the fullbacks. This is where Ancelotti's tactical system gets interesting. On the left, we have the experienced Alexis Sandro from Flamengo, making his 2nd World Cup appearance, alongside Zenit's powerhouse Douglas Santos. On the right, Flamengo's veteran Danilo provides leadership in his 3rd World Cup tournament. But keep a very close eye on Wesley França from AS Roma. He is young, incredibly fast, and could easily become the breakout wingback of this entire tournament. Now let's talk about the engine room. Ancelotti's midfield is built to destroy opposition transitions and dictate the tempo of the game. He has selected 5 diverse midfielders. First, the legendary enforcer Casemiro from Manchester United. Entering his 3rd World Cup, Casemiro provides that elite defensive shield and championship mentality that a young squad needs. But the man who will truly run the show is Newcastle United's Bruno Guimaraes. This is Bruno's 2nd World Cup, and he's expected to play as the deep-lying playmaker, transitioning the ball smoothly from defense to attack. To add physical presence and defensive depth, Ancelotti has recalled Fabinho from Al Ittihad for his 2nd World Cup. For creative flair, Lucas Paqueta is included for his 2nd World Cup campaign. His telepathic on-field chemistry with Neymar will be crucial in breaking down low defensive blocks.
Finally, the wildcard inclusion is Botafogo's Danilo Santos, a dynamic box-to-box midfielder making his World Cup debut, who provides immense energy off the bench. This is what you've all been waiting for, the front line. Ancelotti has picked 9 forwards, and it is a terrifying mix of global superstars and lethal young phenoms. The main headline is Neymar Jr., currently back where it all started at Santos. This is Neymar's 4th World Cup. He will likely play as a classic number 10, pulling the strings behind the main striker. Sharing the spotlight is the world's most dangerous winger, Vinicius Jr. of Real Madrid. In his 2nd World Cup, Vini is in his absolute prime, ready to dominate the left flank. On the right wing, we have Barcelona's Rafinha and Real Madrid's Rodrigo, both entering their 2nd World Cup with elite dribbling skills. For the central striking role, Real Madrid's wonderkid Endrick is set for his historic 1st World Cup, alongside Arsenal's explosive winger Gabriel Martinelli, who returns for his 2nd tournament. But look at the depth. Manchester United and Wolves forward Mateus Cunha makes his 1st World Cup appearance to provide a physical central presence. For sheer unpredictability, Ancelotti has called up Zenit's Luis Hernandez, Brentford's clinical striker Igor Thiago, and Bournemouth's sensational teenager Ryan, all 3 making their World Cup debut. This attack has raw pace, infinite creativity, and lethal finishing power. Brazil begins their quest for the historic 6th star on June 13th against a lethal Moroccan side. Under Carlo Ancelotti's tactical brilliance, this squad looks completely unstoppable. Now let's solve our Nexus challenge from the start of the video. The question was, besides Pelé and Ronaldo Nazario, who is the only other Brazilian player to score in 3 different World Cup editions? The answer is none other than the man leading this current squad, Neymar Jr. himself. He scored in 2014, 2018, and 2022. If he finds the back of the net in 2026, he will break the legendary record and become the only Brazilian in history to score in 4 different World Cups. Do you think Ancelotti got this selection right? Who was the biggest snub? Drop your predictions below, smash that like button, and make sure to subscribe to Total Football Nexus for the best tactical football content on YouTube. See you in the next one.